Hello everyone, my name is Olivia and welcome to a new cozy vlog because I have a 5-day weekend and I'm just trying to spend it as relaxed and cozy as possible because I have had a bad few weeks. It has been stressful, it has been just not the vibe, and I just want to spend these 5 days doing things that I truly love that will help me recharge and feel refreshed and just finally relaxed. So this morning I worked a little bit on my work in progress, which nobody get excited because I don't want to actually publish it, but I did want to get back into writing because I actually really do enjoy writing and I did a lot as a teenager, but I kind of fell off the wagon because of university, because of content creation, and just because of getting a job in general. So I didn't have the time to dedicate to write, and I was working on that this morning and it was just really exciting to get back into that, to get back into this story idea that I've had in my mind for a while that I finally outlined and I finally strengthened and was really excited about. And then I just filmed a video that will come next week, which is why I have a really nice setup right now. But yeah, now I'm here. And now I'm ready to be cozy, I'm ready to be happy. I want to tell you about my current read. I want to tell you about my current outfit that is very cozy as well. Let's talk about the current read first, and then I'll tell you about my outfit details, and then we'll move on with the vlog. So I am 100 pages into Cult Classic. This was gifted to me by FSG, so thank you so much to them. This is a book that just completely engrossed me, and I have been highlighting it backwards and forwards, and I'm really enjoying it. It follows a woman who is going through her daily life. It's been 3 days that we have been following her so far, and throughout those 3 days she has bumped into 3 of her exes, and it is getting weird. That's all I've really gotten so far. We've interacted with these 3 exes, we've delved into why they broke up, we've delved into how these men have been really horrible to her in different ways and how she's in a relationship currently, but she's not really finding any spark or passion in it, and she's just kind of wondering why she keeps on bumping into her exes, and I'm wondering that as well. What is secretly brewing beneath the surface to make her bump into all these exes? So I'm excited to read on in this book. It really delves into just the horrors of dating and the horrors of being vulnerable as a woman to the men around you, and the way that they can kind of pick you apart slowly but surely through the dating scene. And it just sounds horrifying in the way that she is describing these different men and the different relationships that she's been in. And I'm also listening to A Caribbean Heiress in Paris on audiobook, and I'm 50% through this. This follows our main character, who is a Dominican woman who travels to Europe in hopes of strengthening and growing her rum empire, but because she is a woman of color and a woman back then, she's not able to grow her business as quickly. So she is offered a marriage of convenience by a Scottish man who also needs a marriage in order to grow his rum empire, and they decide to marry each other to help both of their businesses, to help both of their goals. And I have just gotten to the part where they agree to marry each other. It is beautiful. This is probably one of the few romance audiobooks that I have listened to, but I'm really enjoying it. It's great. I couldn't really get into it physically, so I decided to listen to it on audiobook, and I think that really helped me enjoy the story more. Sometimes the story just hits better when I listen to someone else read it to me compared to me reading it myself. Now let's talk about my outfit of the day. I am wearing my classic green flannel that I thrifted. It was originally for my brother, and I bought it for him. Didn't try it on because I thought it should fit him. It looks like it would fit him. He tried it on and he was like, this is incredibly tiny. So I now own it because it fits me. And below it we have a beautiful, soft, wonderful, cropped black top from Cuts. Cuts recently reached out to me to send me 2 of their t-shirts from their brand to try out, and it is wonderful. I am a girl who loves a good basic top. So they sent me a beautiful box, and I already am wearing one of the shirts. I got any size medium and I'm very happy with it. I think it fits perfectly, so it's very true to size. You don't really have to size up or size down. I got a white crop top, but this one is a little bit different because this is a loose fit. And this one is a very nice thick material that kind of feels like athletic-y in a way because it does have this stretch to it, but it's also just very high quality, very beautiful. But I'll be sure to wear this t-shirt tomorrow so you can see what it looks like on me. But if you want to check out Cuts to get a hoodie, to get some basics, to invest in some really nice clothing, be sure to use my code STORIESFORCOFFEE to get 15% off your order, and click the link in my bio to check out Cuts for yourself. And let's continue on with this vlog. Let's be cozy, let's be happy, and let's be relaxed, because I need all three of those right now. Hello. It's been a pretty long time since I last updated you on this vlog, and I planned for it to be a weekend vlog where I showed me relaxing, enjoying myself, enjoying my time off of work, and that turned out to be a weekend where I didn't want to vlog, and it didn't turn out to be the weekend that I wanted it to be. So rather than scrapping this video, I decided to make this like a week in my life, and I thought I would do one thing that I enjoy every single day in order to boost my happiness and just kind of replicate the idea that I had for this video. So yesterday I read and I soaked a bunch of stamps that I have in this little mailbox, and I have a stamp chair. As you can tell, I have a video about this that I explain like the whole process of me collecting stamps and how I glued it onto the chair. So I'm not going to go into the process of it in this video because that's not what this video is about. I am just going to continue to update my stamp chair while I discuss a bunch of different things, and yeah, it's gonna be a grand old time. I have some coffee, I have some topic ideas I want to talk about, and I have probably over 100 stamps to put onto this chair. I thought I would talk about a couple of things that I wanted to update you on while I didn't vlog that weekend that I had a bunch of days off. One of them is my outfit of the day, because I told you I was going to show you my outfit of the day every day in this vlog. I am wearing the second shirt from Cuts, who kindly gifted me 2 amazing t-shirts. This is the loose white crop top, and I love it. And then I'm wearing my classic mom jeans. Now that we got the outfit of the day out of the way, what happened during the weekend that I didn't want to vlog? One, I'm not going to get into too much of it, but that Friday I had an appointment with a pulmonologist, and I found out that I have asthma. We are not surprised here. I had bronchitis in 2021, and it was bad. It was really bad. I had it from November 2021 until March 2022, and that's solely based on the fact that doctors did not believe that I had bronchitis. Therefore, I was untreated for months upon months, and it caused permanent damage, obviously. Because I didn't have asthma beforehand, I never had the symptoms of it, but now I have asthma. So if I ever sound like I'm out of breath in a video, it's because my airway is closing and I am struggling. So that's what I did on Friday. The rest of the weekend, I just kind of stayed in and watched a ton of movies. I saw 3 movies. I saw Aftersun, which is a movie that was really highly anticipated for me. I was very excited for it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I saw it and wasn't that impressed by it. I thought it was very lackluster. So many people told me that it was going to make me sob, that it was going to be my new favorite movie, and I felt pretty underwhelmed by it. I felt like it was just missing something that would leave an impression on me. And I think it's because I've seen Come On, Come On, and I've seen Her in a way that those movies really evoked a lot of emotions from me, and they kind of changed my perspective. And this movie did not do that. It felt very distanced from the audience. I didn't feel like it left an impact. I can definitely see why people enjoy it, but it's just not a movie that I loved. It's a movie that I saw And that's all I can really say about it. Then the second movie that I saw was Breaking, which has been on my watch list for a decent amount of time, and I finally just got around to watching it. And it stars John Boyega, and it's based on a true story of a man who commits a bank robbery because he has not been paid the check that he was supposed to receive as a veteran. So the whole reason why he's doing this robbery isn't really to get money, it's to kind of raise awareness for the fact that he has been wrongfully withheld of his money that he deserves, that he fought for. And he wanted to kind of just spread awareness that he's not being paid and he really needs this money or else he's going to be homeless. And John Boyega was absolutely fantastic in this movie. He just reminded me so much of Denzel Washington in the way that he moved, in the way that he spoke. He was just so commanding, and this felt like a movie that Denzel Washington would do if he was younger. And John Boyega was just amazing. It's not the type of movie that I would see again, but it's a movie that I can appreciate that I saw. It's definitely worth your time if you like thrillers that would just leave you on the edge of your seat, or movies about bank robberies. Have I dropped any glue on the floor? Not yet. We're doing well. And then I saw one other movie that weekend, and it was 20th Century Women. And this was my favorite movie of the three that I saw. 20th Century Women was just one of the most beautiful, heartfelt movies that I have ever seen in my entire life, probably. It follows a woman who is a single mother, and she is trying to raise her son to be a good man. She owns this house that has a lot of roommates because it's a pretty gigantic house. All these roommates are pretty young, so she decides to enlist their help in order to help raise her son, which is very unconventional because usually people don't reach out to kind of like strangers to help raise their child, but she sees these very good traits in every single one of these roommates, and she wants them to pass on those traits and their own life story to her son in hopes that the knowledge that they pass down will make him a better man. And it just kind of takes the idea of a community and individualism and puts them against each other, because you can be an individual raising a son, or you can enlist the help of people who you really admire and you can have them assist you in raising your son. And as they all take turns teaching the son lessons, the mother kind of goes head to head against them, because sometimes they teach something to her son that she doesn't necessarily believe in, but now her son is passionate about it. So how does she deal with it? It's just a very beautiful movie in the way that it talks about family and the way it talks about community. It also included a couple of like news reels as well, and just pieces of history that kind of affected them today. And it was great. It was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. It's a movie that I can see myself rewatching again. It's a movie that left a very big impression on me. And my mom also enjoyed it as well because she likes that type of genre where it's just like heartfelt movies about life, about love, and the different variances of love. Oh, also, that weekend, I thrifted a bunch of things. I thrifted 5 items and it all came out to, I think, $25. So I thrifted 5 tops. 2 of them are button downs. 2 of them are striped shirts. One is long sleeve, one is short sleeve. And then I thrifted a really funky top that reminded me a lot of Stranger Things. But yeah, I was really excited about those shirts because I have a lot of pants, I have a lot of skirts, but I don't have a lot of tops for the summer. So I was able to find a lot of tops that I think I can mix and match, and they're always shirts that I find that I think wouldn't go out of style, because striped tops don't really go out of style, white button downs don't go out of style. Those are all kind of the updates that I had to share with you. I am still reading Cult Classic, and I'm really enjoying it. It introduced this sci-fi element to it that doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but I'm still having a great time with it. And if you want to know if there's a rhyme or reason as to which stamp I'm picking, there isn't. Not at all. This area was kind of curated by like my favorite stamps, and now that we're on to the legs and we're on to the back, these are just stamps that I think are easiest to glue on. So I'm just kind of picking them based off of that factor. There's no actual like pattern or anything that I'm trying to do. And these are stamps that people just give me because people know that I collect stamps. Actually, the top portion and kind of like the front portion, a lot of them were given to me by my abuela, and she has then passed away. So this is kind of like a big tribute to her. It kind of feels like this is both a project of hers and mine and my mom's, because we all collectively have collected all of these stamps. So it's kind of like a group project that will always remind me of both of them. And I think those are all the updates that I have. So because I have so many stamps to glue down, I'm going to put on my headphones and I'm probably going to listen to Books Unbound. Good job. Sometimes you have to say good job to yourself. I did add a lot more stamps to this side of the chair, as well as the back. As you can see, it goes all the way down, and that was all done today. As well as this side, which is about halfway down. This was fun because I got to listen to my audiobook. I'm still listening to The Heiress in Paris, and I got to listen to that and an episode of Books Unbound while I did this. So I think I've been doing this for over an hour. And it was great. It was a great after work time activity. And now I'm going to sit down, eat dinner, and read more of Cult Classic. At first I was disappointed with it, but now that I tried, I feel like this is a very good first attempt because I've only really painted this beforehand. This is a good attempt. I am once again back with a list of updates for you, and there's a lot that I have to talk about. One is that my Cinnabon Movie Club, which is hosted over on my Discord, met for our April screening. This month we voted on an international film to watch, and My Neighbor Totoro actually won, so we watched that together. I didn't actually film a lot of it because I was really present for the screening and for the discussion afterwards, and it was just such a fun thing to do. I really enjoy this movie club because it gets people together to watch a film that they may have never seen before or one that they really love, and then we get to discuss it together, and the commentary is just really fun and engaging. The next update is that I read 3 books during the weekend. Nobody get too impressed because I have been reading these 2 books for a long time. I just happened to finish 3 books this weekend that I was in the middle of. So the first one was Cult Classic, which I told you I was really enjoying, and I did really enjoy the first half of the book, but then I got towards the end of the book and realized that there wasn't actually a central plot to the story. We did follow our main character Lola, who is bumping into her exes, and there is somewhat of a hint of a sci-fi element, but overall the story didn't really culminate to anything. I really enjoyed the way that it explored romantic relationships, but other than that, I didn't feel like this book provided anything new and exciting, and it had the potential to be something very exciting, but just kind of missed the mark, and I felt like the climax of the book only really happened within the last 20 pages. So while I did really enjoy the first half, I was just very unimpressed by the latter half of the story. Then I finally finished A Caribbean Heiress in Paris, and I was okay with it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, but it wasn't a type of book that I would see myself rereading or a book that I was necessarily really excited about. I'm starting to realize that historical fiction romance isn't really my thing, which is very surprising because I love historical fiction and I love romance, but historical romance just isn't my thing. I think it's because the romance is just drawn out too long, and by the time they get together, I'm not really invested in it. This one had a central plot that I wasn't necessarily interested in. I did love the main character and I did love her love interest, but the overall story and the thing that was driving them forward just wasn't really interesting to me. I do want to say, that is just my opinion. So many people that I trust who are readers with the same taste as me love this book. So I think this is just an instance where it's me, not the book. I just don't seem to enjoy historical romance, which is totally fine. I enjoy so many other genres of romance, and so many people that I do trust really enjoy this story, so don't take my review as the end-all be-all for it. I just think it just wasn't for me. And lastly, I read my play for the month of April. I'm trying to read one play a month in 2023. It was okay. I really love Inside Llewyn Davis. It's in my top 4 of Letterboxd, so like I really enjoy the movie. But reading the screenplay really didn't hit the way that the movie does, because this primarily deals a lot with music. So when you read the lyrics, they don't hit you the way that they do when they're sung and performed, which is totally the whole purpose of music. I didn't feel really excited by it the way that I was about the Little Women screenplay or Us a screenplay or Get Out screenplay. Those screenplays really knocked it out of the park, added so much more substance to those films, but this felt very dry to me because it deals a lot with music, and I would rather watch the music be performed than read the lyrics. I also went to an alpaca farm this weekend, and it was such a nice little trip that we went on. The alpacas are kind of like cats, where they don't mind being near you, you can be near them, but they don't necessarily really enjoy pets. So we just stood around by the alpacas and we just kind of watched them interact with each other, eat their hay. And there was an alpaca that would approach people, and you can pet that one because that one doesn't mind pets, but there are other ones who completely do not like pets. And there was one that was really cute because it kind of stood near the group of us as we were all talking and asking questions, and it just kind of stood there and watched us like it was part of the discussion, and it was just such a cute, nice trip. And I also got a book during that trip. Let me go get it. We stopped at a cafe, and it actually was a cafe bookstore, which was really cool. So I went into the bookstore and was browsing and saw a book and told my dad that this is one of Pedro Pascal's favorite books. Should I get it? And he was like, of course. So I got The Master and the Margarita. This is a book that Pedro Pascal recommended, I think on a BuzzFeed interview. I really tried to find the source of it, and they asked him a bunch of questions, and he said that one of his favorite books is The Master and Margarita, and I just kind of remembered that and put it into the back of my mind. And once I saw this copy, I was like, it's meant to be, because this cover is absolutely beautiful. So I don't think I've ever read a Russian book before, and I think this would be a perfect place to start. So many people that I know who recommended me translated fiction recommended this book to me, and if it's Pedro Pascal's favorite book, it'll be my favorite book. And I hope you really enjoyed this kind of week in my life reading vlog. I had a lot of fun filming it, and I definitely do want to do more of them in the future. Let me know if you want me to do specific vlogs centered around books or movies in the future. I would love to hear your ideas down below. If you want to join my movie club, my Discord is linked down below, along with all my other socials. If you have made it this far in the video, leave a white or black emoji to match my shirt. And if you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!